It's 3:40. I can't believe it took me that long, or maybe I can. Editing and uploading. Uploading took a while. Wi-Fi wasn't as fast as 5G, but then that would fade in and out. Then I went to change my SD card, and the little pin that you have to use now, because you can't take the back off your phone, I dropped the pin, it hit the floor, and disappeared. So I spent a little while looking for that. I think I can use the safety pin, but those are all at the bottom of my pack. So I might be able to get out of town today. I think I'm just barely going to make it in time. Gonna take like 3 different buses, and since I'm not going to get many miles done today, this is what I'm going to be eating. I got a couple of cheeseburgers, so I'll be all right. Bears aren't going to be attracted to the smell of cheeseburgers. I would have stayed where I got dropped off, because Google told me that's where the next bus I picks up, and the driver told me no. So if I don't catch this one, then I have to wait till tomorrow morning to get a ride out. So he really saved me on that. And here's the plaza. I didn't hang out here because I think it's a little bit too upscale for hiker trash like me. Driver told me to look for cones. He also pointed it out to me on a map. So number 18. Looks like if I been a little bit quicker, I could have caught it. So hopefully I'll get this in time to catch the next connecting one. If not, I'll be stealth camping somewhere. So far, so good.
Sleeves.
Oh. Well, I don't know how much of that is going to be worth putting on the video. That gentleman was very interesting, a lot of information, and I am here at the Upper Soda Springs Campground. I don't know how far I'm going to be walking to get back to the trail, but $8, it was a bargain. There's no way I want to walk on that road. And I did see one hiker walking down. Wouldn't surprise me the way this bus driver talked if he doesn't stop and pick her up just for safety's sake. It's funny, I'm not even on the trail yet. I already feel better being up here. You know, you look forward to getting to town, and then while you're in town, you look forward to getting back to the trail. I do feel a little bit silly carrying a bag with cheeseburgers in it, but they won't last long. This is the middle fork of the San Joaquin River, and this is the bridge that's out that caused me to detour, skip a few miles, miss Devil's Post Pile, and you know, I think I probably could have gotten across on that. Anyway, I'm on the PCT. It is 5:30. I'm not going to plan to do a bunch of miles. I'm just going to look for the best campsite I can and eat these cheeseburgers. So this has been the trail, slowly going up, not steep at all. And I'm going to be going along this middle fork of the San Joaquin for a little while. Probably be able to hear it from my campsite. Well, I know I did say the first campsite I found. There's a good spot. There's a good spot over there. And I can hear the river down there, so it might be work to get the water I could. but I don't think I've even gone a mile yet, so I'm not going to quite quit that early. I was remarking how the mosquitoes hadn't found me yet, but they just did. I don't know if I can make it across on that log or not, so I might look for rocks or I'd end up with wet feet. Going on over there, and I bet there's a flat spot somewhere close. Yeah, I made it across. This whole area for the next mile looks pretty flat, so I'm going to fill up with water and try to find a spot that looks like somebody's already camped in it that's not right next to the water. One that's not covered with debris. Well, trying to find a camp spot and not having a lot of luck. Trails down there, a lot of times the best campsites are the ones you can't see from trail, and I haven't been seeing any from trail. There's a lot of spots that look like they might have been campsites, but now they have baby trees growing in them, which is a good thing, but makes it hard if you're trying to find a spot to camp. Yeah, there's the trail down there. September of last year, somebody said there was room for 2 tents in this general area. And I went 1/10 of a mile further to the next creek. I think I can cross it with dry feet tomorrow. And didn't see this. Can't see it from the trail, which is my kind of campsite. And that looks like somebody's had a tent in it just from the lack of pine cones. And probably one there. There's a fire pit. Man, there's so much dead stuff around here. I ain't starting a fire. I love a fire. I ain't doing it. I don't think they want us to around here anyway. Anyway, I'm gonna set up camp, eat my cheeseburgers. Guess you can kind of see where I camped last night. But that's where I came yesterday. And I'm getting started. It was a very relaxed morning. And then didn't add anything, but had trouble getting everything to fit in the pack. I got across with barely a splash on my feet. But coming up from there, next 16 miles take me up over Island Pass and Donahue Pass. I'm just under 8,000 foot now. Island Pass is over 10K and Donahue Pass is over 10.5. So it's going to be a lot of uphill. Hopefully it's not, a lot of it's not going to be very steep at all. We'll see how far I make it today. Still going up. Trying the wide angle view. Somebody said they liked it earlier. Of course, that could have just been because of the lake that I was getting a view of. Coming up from down there. And you're not going to be able to see any of that. Pretty cool rocks up there. A lot of big trees down. A lot of big rocks. But a little bit of flat trail. I'll enjoy it while it lasts. Going that way. About a half mile from the Agnew's Meadow Campground. And I was heading southbound in 2017, late in the season. And what I remember about that was that's where I got off. Try to head down into Mammoth. It was after dark. And there was a huge tangle of live trees, blowdowns. And there's a lot of swampy areas that I walked through, got wet up to my knees. And I'm very curious to see what it looks like in the daylight whenever I get back over there. I'll probably also stop and have lunch. when you get close to campgrounds, bridges and stuff like that get more frequent. Trail usually gets a little bit better defined too. Going that way. So I'll be going that way. Here's a trailhead. Keep going, see if I can find a picnic table or something to sit down and eat at. Funny, all those cars at that other campground, just right around there. And nobody up here. Anyway, campground was closed. I bet I don't find a picnic table without wandering around. So I think that big flat rock right there is going to be where I eat my lunch. Because the trail keeps on going up that way. Well, I actually ate my lunch over there. And I can tell it's not going to be a big mile day. Somebody from the Forest Service pulled up. And I talked with her for a while. Then a couple other hikers came up. And all of us talked for a while. Just not in a rush today. I'm enjoying taking my time, and now I'm ready to start going uphill. Going up that way. Yes, I just got past. I also wanted to stop and see this view. A lot of those trees are down. I took a picture of the few of the blowdowns, but that's the area where I was just constantly delayed by blowdowns trying to get down to the road in 2017. Still little bits of snow up there, but I've been doing switchbacks. Back and forth and back and forth. And I think I've got more. You can see that fellow there's already heading back up this way. Haven't seen a balloon or a bear. This has been the trail for the last few miles. In a little flat section, but it was steep right before. Then the trail will turn. And it goes a little bit steep again. A lot of rocks, this darker brown colored rock. Still a nice day. No, it just took a bunch of pictures, but going up the trail, it's going to go around like that. I think that's Shadow Lake right there. I'm coming from over there. Here anytime now, the trail's going to level out. Well, maybe not be level, but little ups and little downs. Now to start cruising. I don't think I need water, but sure is neat. That stuff there looks like willow bush. I hate willow bush. It knows what it did. Going that way. Doesn't look like I have a lot of up or down for a half mile or so. Oh, well, and the mountains are through there. Happy, splashy little stream. It's 3:30. I don't think snow's going to be a problem for a while, but Island Pass is only about 5 miles away, and reports make it sound like I can expect to have snow up there. I don't know how close to there snow will start. Where will I be able to find campsites? And there's not a lot marked on the app. So, like I said, 3:30. I'm not ready to camp yet. Just thinking about where I'm going to end up. Not overly worried about me being here. Oh. Did you look up whenever I spoke? Soon these are going to be tall. And I think they flower. I don't remember what kind of flower they have. And in 2017, in the fall, I think they were all like brown and stinking whenever I came by. So I got another little bit of downhill. Now I'm going to enjoy it. Some pretty big patches of snow, but usually they've been stomped down on the trail to where I haven't had to deal with them from that way. Willow bush isn't crowding the trail too bad yet. A lot of big uphill to the right of me. And eventually the trail's going to curve around and the pass is over there somewhere. I was looking to see the trail doesn't go by that pond over there either. And with the rock cliff face in the background, I bet it's really cool. So I'll see if I can get over there without tearing up the countryside. But then I found a balloon. Number 19. The dry spell is over. Pretty good sized, but not very deep. All right, going up. Just kind of thought this area looked neat. Coming up from that way, there's some pretty good sized snow patches. Nothing difficult. going up that way. Reports of snow up on Island Pass, and I'm starting to believe that they're probably still correct. How bad it is, we'll see. Places like this are neat. I bet I could find a camp spot somewhere around here. But I've got daylight. I should do a few more miles. Starting a half mile of fairly steep uphill, and then a little bit of flat around Thousand Island Lake. And there might be camping around there, and there might be a lot of hikers for a few campsites. I see a stream right there. There's the middle fork of the San Joaquin, and I bet I get a good shot of it from a tent site that I saw that's less than a tenth of a mile this way. Thought it looked really cool and hated passing it up. 5:30. I'm going to go grab some water, set up camp, maybe try to edit a video so that I don't have to spend an extra day in town. I know there's a lot of background noise, but yes, at least somebody's camped here before. All the rocks are moved out in a circle. There's the middle fork of the San Joaquin. And I think this is totally worth it. I like cool campsites. I probably could have gotten another couple of miles done, but I'd rather camp here, have a quiet campsite, and just a neat campsite.